All right, good morning. I thought I would just do a quick story time. I know I haven't done an update in a while. This is what happens when I sit on the floor. Both my girls. All right, not enough kisses in the face. So I've had a lot of people ask me about exercise and working out as I'm going through all of this. And so I thought I would touch on that a little bit. Obviously, those of you close to me know that fitness and activity and exercise is a very huge part of my life. And what does that look like as I'm going through chemo and treatment and how I'm feeling? And obviously this was something I was super stressed out about because it is such a part of my life, not just for my physical health, but for my mental health. So it was really hard for me to visualize or figure out like how I would still get everything in that I like to do. On a whole, I gave up CrossFit quite a few years ago at this point, and I have a gym that I built in my basement. And between lifting usually 3 days a week, and I go to hot Pilates, I do Legree, which is a form of Pilates on a reformer. I walk with my weighted vest. Those are kind of like my big activities. And so it's had to look a little bit different. There's usually like the week of chemo, I cannot get a lot in. Usually it's walking when I feel up for it. I'm super dehydrated that first week, even though I go in for fluids a couple times. So I try to stay out of the hot room. I do heated Pilates. So I can't go get fluids one day and then go take hot Pilates that night or the next morning. It's just counterproductive. So for the first week or so, I mainly just walk, and then I tend to just go with how my body feels. I tend to just decide kind of like that day, which is hard for me because I always used to have like a schedule, like this day I did this day I did that. And I've had to let go of that control a little bit, and just be thankful for what my body can do when it can do it, instead of feeling guilty or frustrated with what I can't do. And that has taken a long time for me to get to. So everybody's been great right now. I'm only lifting probably once a week, occasionally twice. So I've had to modify that and make that look a lot different. Whereas I used to split train and work on just specific muscle groups each day. If I know that I'm only going to lift once a week based on how I'm feeling. I included a few videos today, which you'll see, but I tend to do more of a compound workout where I'm doing an exercise that combines two muscle groups at the same time so that I can kind of maximize. I've definitely had to go lighter with my weights. And the one thing that I'm having a hard time getting used to is my lung capacity and my heart rate. So that can be affected by chemo as well. And I've always had a notoriously very low heart rate, even when I work out. And so that's changed a little bit. So I'm trying to kind of get used to what that feels like and how to move forward with that. But the bottom line is I'm moving a lot more than I expected to do, which I'm psyched about. And although it looks different than what it looked like before, one of my dear friends, Melissa, keeps saying to me, it's only temporary. Like, this isn't going to be how your life is for the rest of your life. This is only just a piece of it. So for me, I am lucky enough that for the most part, I feel good enough to move more often than not. This past week, especially my week leading up to chemo. So I will have chemo tomorrow, the April 14th. And that week leading up is usually my best week. And I have felt so good this week. Like, this has been, out of all the treatments, this week has been the best that I have felt leading up to chemo. So I've gotten a lot of Pilates in. I've gotten a lot of reformer in. I was able to lift this morning. I'll walk tomorrow before chemo, and just do what I can when I can, and giving myself grace when I cannot. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. So I will keep you updated. I have some more updates coming shortly, and I will do a recap of round 5 tomorrow. But thank you for everybody and all your support. All right.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.